This is Tulin. So if you are someone who wants to start an online business and they're searching the web and then they're looking on YouTube videos on how to start an online business the easiest way, and then there's too much information, you're getting overwhelmed, and then you give up and you're like, it probably wouldn't even work for me. But let me tell you, when I decided to start an online business, it was the best decision in my life. And I started from zero. I didn't even know what I wanted to have an online business about. I wasn't perfect at all, but the fact is that I just started. And a lot of people believe that there is a failing rate with online businesses, but realistically, and this is something that I've learned from my mentors, and he's said that it's a quitting rate. And when it gets too tough, when it gets too hard, people just quit. And systems don't fail, people do. And we all know online businesses work because thousands, if not millions, have online businesses and they're thriving. So now the question is, would it work for me? Like, what about you? You're not them, you are you. You think that you're the exception, and the fact of the matter is, you only believe it wouldn't work for you is because you don't believe in yourself, and you believe it's not true for you. And I was faced with this challenge, and I still have, self-limiting beliefs, but I've learnt to control them mostly, and I don't let them wear me down. Now, this is the sort of the wormhole that I'm going to share with you, okay? Just replace that thought with, it probably wouldn't work for me, to just imagine that it did. You are self-reliant, you're working on your own terms, financially free, you're living that fulfilling lifestyle, you're influencing and inspiring people, and you're escaping from this career ladder from, uni and intern and then into that career progression. So now just imagine that actually was true, but out of fear you chose not to. Now, because you don't believe in yourself, right? So do you think your future self would have said, for example, thank God you didn't start that online business, thank God you stayed with that comfy decision and didn't take that risk, and believe in yourself for once, like that was a close call. Which one do you think you would thank yourself for? Your future self saying, thank God you didn't make that decision to live your best life, or thank God, Tulin, that you chose to make that decision. Now ask yourself this question. If I don't start an online business, what is my other option than the one that I'm currently in? Which may be, searching for that perfect career job because you think it's the next step, that you probably don't even want, and that doesn't really truly align with your true calling and your purpose, because your degree, it's probably just an extension of you. It's not, it doesn't have to be who you are and who you're meant to be. And then the second one, the other option of not starting an online business, would be staying in that 9 to 5, dependent on your boss, who gives you 2-week holiday pay. Like, that lack of freedom actually scares me. I can't even believe that we sort of live in a world like this. And then the other option of not having financial freedom and time to enjoy traveling, loads of outdoor activities, hiking, whatever interests you, like anything. It's the fact that you could spend 2 to 5 hours on your online business, and then you could just choose what you want to do with your day. Then tied to one location, because you're a free spirit, right? Even if you didn't want to move around all the time, it's the fact that you have that freedom of choice to decide, okay, maybe if I wanted to, the option is there basically. So the only reason that an online business wouldn't work for you is because you believe it's not true for yourself. And this is fact, okay? A lot of online business entrepreneurs, they're not special. They're just, they didn't have a $1 million idea. They didn't have huge amounts of talent, intelligence. You know, they weren't all good at finance and selling. They're just doers, and they thought, maybe I can do this. And it's that maybe that could turn your life around to live a different life, to live a different lifestyle. Because when I started, I was faced with the challenge, and I didn't even know if I could do it. I didn't know what lied ahead, but I didn't care because I really wanted to change within myself and my reality. I wanted to live a more fulfilling life on my terms. I wanted to earn my own money, and someone provided that opportunity for me, and I grasped it. So I became that doer that thousands of entrepreneurs did when they started from the bottom. Everybody starts from the bottom. You will make a far more sustained wealth monetizing passion and an interest rather than accepting and pinpointing a profession, because like 85% of people don't enjoy their job, and we work more than half of our lifetime. So if there's a better time to start something for yourself, it would be now. It would be to get those digital skills with a training program that will put you ahead of others that are not using their time wisely. Everybody who starts anything always looks like a fool. Like, no one really knows what they're doing, but standing still is your worst enemy. So gaining momentum, and this is the real secret, if you want to get ahead of everybody and then getting ahead of life, it's to start, like, just to start right now. That's all it is. And we always think, I'll start when I have more money, when I have more time, when it's warmer weather, when I have a fitter body. And they're just excuses that we put in front of ourselves to justify the reasons why we don't want to do it. Like, there's a lot of reasons why you may be putting those excuses, but it's the fact that there is excuses you're making. Yeah, so I hope I've shed some light and perspective into your life. And then the only reason why you wouldn't be able to start an online business is because you believe it's not something that you could do, and you think that you're the exception, but it's not true. And the only thing is you're standing in your own way. And that was just like one of my favourite sort of quote saying is that in anything you're always standing in your own way. So thank you. I hope this video has helped you. You know, I've had a lot of help along my way on my journey, and I only want to return that favour for you guys, because that was my biggest challenge, was thinking that I couldn't do it, that I was the exception. And like I said, I'm not anybody special. Sometimes it's just so simple. Like, it's just so simple that the only thing standing in your way is you, and believing that you can't do it. So, you know, I'm just a average 24-year-old trying to find her way in the world and building her life towards my dream and my vision. That's pretty much all it is. I didn't have lots of money, I didn't have lots of time. It was just that spark in me that wanted change and was looking for a way out, and someone gave me that opportunity, and that is why I'm here, to give you guys that opportunity. So if I can do that, then, you know, that is my fulfilling goal of the year. So, alright guys, thank you, and see you in the next video.